It is kind of hard to hear. He starts to snore, and I think if you move too quickly... There he's snoring. He sort of doesn't go to bed, but he... Have a look around. It's a bit creepy with all the... and sad about all these, you know, the backpacks, all these rucksacks. Ryggsäckar, as we say in Sweden. That just tells you that it's like people... It was left in a hurry, supposedly. We're in Biology 3. We're close to his sort of sleeping place here. I do believe this is where we could pass through, where we were earlier. So that's... See, I keep doing... I gotta slow down my mouse. It's a bit wonky and I apologize. I apologize. Now, I believe it's somewhere in there that he sort of goes to rest, and he stays there a very, very short period of time. Here we have another one at the end of this corridor. This is not somewhere where we can continue on. Unfortunately, that's like the outside, I think. So I do believe this is his little hideout where he goes to sleep. So we're done with this bit. Don't worry about the let's go upstairs then, continue upstairs. And don't worry about little things that you sort of possibly miss. Now let's see. I think we're gonna continue in here, so up from there and... He stands still at some points, but I do believe it's the same ghost. We're gonna be able to unlock his Ghostpedia by getting him to show off in a sort of event. I don't think there's anything in here. That creepy placement of... So let's continue along there. It could be that I go in the wrong direction at some point, or wrong, but you know, from my point of view, I might have wanted to do it differently. There is no wrong way to do. You can't, thankfully, you can't like accidentally unlock something that you didn't want to, or do things in an order so that you get stuck anywhere, as far as I know. Now here we get something showing off, but I do believe that it might be on the other side. Moo. So there's lots of these little interesting bits and pieces to find and have a look at. So now we're at KLS 1C. I have no idea what it stands for. Ah, here I do believe we have a note. And there's this little notion that it talks about Thursday nights, if you play this game on a Thursday night or tinker with your you know, settings on your computer to make you think that it's a Thursday, if you don't have the ability to play it on a Thursday, I don't know, maybe you're busy at work or something every single Thursday, who knows, then you get an achievement for doing it on the special night, which is pretty easy enough, yeah. Moving along. This looks like something you can pick up, but it isn't. It's just a little trick on the eye. Now, here is a big place, and you'd think there'd be something here, but not much, really. The only thing is that you can have a shortcut to the other side here, which you have to do, because I do believe this is sort of the end of the... I think you can unlock it here. There we go. And that makes it go a bit scary with the noises. Ooh, sorry, I really have to pee. I've been drinking quite a lot of tea tonight. And this is some very creepy noises and crap. But this is the same way I do believe that you could walk up the whole staircase. Yeah, so you can get back there then from here. For people like me, it's very hard to keep track of back and forth and left and right. But okay. So I'm gonna go in through here now, if I'm not completely mistaken and it's locked or something, if I miss it, but I do have to have a toilet break first. Yeah. So let me think. So we went out there and we're gonna go on to the this side of it. This was then Kayla's 1D. That looks creepy. Don't be scared though. This is another one of these. Oh shit, I don't remember that at all. Well. See, it's very creepy even if you played it before. Well, at least to me. So this is another one of these special items that provides you with some mystical powers. And honestly, it's such a little difference that I don't really notice what it does, but it's like one thing is making you run a little bit faster, one is increasing your stamina, and one is like shorten the distance when you go into limbo, things like that. That's Kelly's 1F. I'm just trying to keep track for both you and me. You, the viewer, and me, the gamer, just to try and keep track of where I am. Because like I said, I have a terrible sense of direction. I very easily get lost. So I think we're soon around... Yeah. So we're around here now. Our levitating head. The pig creature is still downstairs. He won't follow you upstairs. That's way too advanced for him. And this door is open, so now we've gone the whole way around. Cool. So that's all of that area, I do believe. I have to think now how we went up and stuff. What we left behind, so to speak, and what we have done so far to change something. Okay, here we are at Killas 1A, and I think we've gone through the entire upstairs, but I'm gonna have to do a quick run around to check. Right, so from there, if we go to the right, we're gonna experience another ghost here. And this one has a special weakness. There she is! So creepy. This one has a special weakness, and we want to get close to her and lure her out here into a more open area. And we can continue along there once we've gotten rid of her. She has... We want to try and get... Now she's going to be warping around. Oh, that went a lot faster than I thought. She warps around and twirls around and stuff. And her weak spot, I don't know if it was obvious there, but it's her back. She's got like a wound on her back, and you want to try and get to the back of her as she's, you know, turning around and stuff. But it's just one shot to her back will do it, and the interesting thing is that it's quite hard unless you do it fast, like I did there, because when you shoot her 3 times, something like that, and she gets, you know, you think you beat her, sort of, and she just, she warps very close to you. So I was a bit lucky there, just shooting away, and it doesn't have to be straight on her back, as you could see, but I actually got like the side of it, and it still worked, which was, you know, nice of the game. Hole on the backside. But this is so unfair. I mean, sure, but why me? What did I ever do to you? So that means we can move along here. And if you look inside here, this will sort of be... The reason there's the blue vignette is going on here is because you have the exit right under here, if I'm not completely mistaken. So it's not something you can pick up, but it's actually just... you can get things from both, you know, from the side of you showing up as hints, as well as up and down. So if you're above something or below something, which is quite, you know, it makes it hard to actually know what it is you're looking for. And you will be a bit tricked by that, especially if you're trying to go for 100 achievement here, which I am. We haven't missed any doors as of yet. Here we have the laboratory. But let's continue along here before we go into the laboratory, because I think it's let's go check this out. Here's a little bit of a secret. We have this little bear. He looks familiar, doesn't he? You don't have to shoot him, I just do. Because. He will follow us around, and don't mind the clipping. You know, this clipping is actually quite unnerving. I mean, it's a glitch in the game, but it's sort of scary, because it's like, yeah. And I'm sure that these pictures are probably pictures of developers or friends or family or, you know, something or other. Which I think is quite cool.